All right, hey Metas, we've got some long-awaited updates coming tonight, and we've got the patch notes here for version 1.4.3. Let's get into it. We're planning a server maintenance and update on March 12th at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The maintenance is expected to last about 2 hours, but the actual duration may differ. Please plan your game time accordingly for best experience. This update introduces non-shutdown servers, or permanent servers. Wish Machine Grand Prize Selection. Interesting. I didn't hear about this one yet. The new Spectral Hunt event. The new Lightforge Loot Crate, Youthful Glory, adjustments to the journey system, and various optimizations and bug fixes. Since launch, we've been closely monitoring feedback from the community and working on fixes and optimizations. Below are the details of this update. So probably the biggest part that's coming is the non-shutdown or the permanent servers, which is going to mean you no longer have to keep changing servers. There won't be time limited. You can just stay on a server once you've leveled indefinitely. My understanding is you still can change, and especially if there's going to be new scenarios, you can change. But it gives people the option to stay on these servers indefinitely. So to allow your experience scenarios to differ at your own pace, we will introduce non-shutdown servers. Features. Number 1, after the March 12th update, open servers will be converted into non-shutdown servers after their settlement phases. The conversion process takes approximately 2 hours, during which time the server cannot be accessed. Number 2, active character data will be retained after the conversion to a non-shutdown server. Players can continue using their characters on the non-shutdown server, exit to Eternaland, or sign up for a new scenario. Number 3, note that inactive characters will not be retained on the non-shutdown server, but will be sent to Eternaland. Currently, this applies to characters that have been inactive for at least 30 days. However, we plan to significantly ease this restriction in the next quarter to accommodate returning players. For more details, visit this link here. Now, it says inactive for 30 days. I feel like if you just log in once every 3 weeks, you're going to probably be okay. And, I mean, just log in, literally log right back out. You should still be able to keep them if you don't want to lose them. Now, this is the new part I didn't hear about and I am very interested in, is the Wish Machine Grand Prize Selection. After the March 12th update, Grand Prize Selection will be enabled for the Echoes from the Rift prize pool at the Wish Machine. Okay, so I'm not super stoked because the Echoes from the Rift is the least efficient one, but if you get to choose the pool reward, maybe it won't be so bad. How? Go to the Echoes from the Rift prize pool and select Wish List. You can then spend interesting wish stones to select a weapon blueprint. The next legendary blueprint you draw will be guaranteed to match your chosen blueprint. Once you draw your chosen blueprint, the Echoes from the Rift prize pool will be reset. Oh. So, I'm not 100% sure on this, but it says the next legendary you draw. So, that could mean that you will be able to technically draw a legendary on your first draw and get what you want. This could be a translation issue because that sounds too good to be true. It probably means when you draw the legendary from completing the wish pool, you will get the one you've selected. But yeah, that's interesting. We'll have to see what happens. Because if it resets possibly earlier than the completion of the pool, then this is going to be cheaper, potentially much cheaper if you draw one or two than even buying things directly from the blueprint shop. And I don't know, they didn't mention how you get these wish stones, but you can continuously do this, I would assume, whereas buying from the blueprint shop, you can only do once. So this is going to, for anybody who hasn't hit their max stars on a specific blueprint, you just keep selecting this, do the Echoes from the Rift wish, and you will get there really fast. Now, depending on this translation, if they do mean it's the final draw only, if you get a legendary on draw 1 just out of sheer luck, you still have to go to the end of the pool, maybe. If that's the case, you're probably still better off with the limited time prize pools, because they tend to have less draws to get to that end goal, the grand prize. And especially they will show you specific other things that aren't just like not just the grand prize, but additional ones they will show you. So those tend to be, if you've already bought the things you need and you're just going for blueprints, or if you were going to buy something but you see it in this wish pool, those tend to be a lot more bang for your buck, because I think it's like usually 8,000, 10,000 star crom, and just buying a weapon is 8,000 star crom, like a legendary one at least. So if you buy, if you get like a weapon and a legendary armor, that's already 10k, plus you got all these bonus blueprints you're getting out of the pool. So we'll have to see. I'm going to be very interested on how this works exactly, and how we... I didn't read the last sentence, which says you can redeem wish stones using Mitsuko's mark at the challenge shop, or acquire them through events. So that's how you get those wish stones. I'm going to assume they're pretty expensive, and I'm going to assume that you don't get a ton of these from events. So you're probably not going to be able to do this like a crazy amount. But if you can do it 2 or 3 times, you're going to pretty much be guaranteed to get to max stars, especially if you leverage the blueprint conversion system to say level, then you transfer it to something you want to then pick from the prize pool from Echoes of the Rift, then level that one. Because once you've already got the blueprint and you get that blueprint again, the number of shards you get is, I think, enough for like level 4 to 5, and close to like level 5 to 6. Like, I think maybe twice you need that. So anyway, long story short, going to be very interesting. All right, limited time Wish Machine prize pools. After the update on March 12th, the following new Wish Machine prize pools will be available for 2 weeks. Searing Burn, which includes the legendary blueprint Pyroclasm Starter. Doom Hunter includes the legendary weapon blueprint Doombringer. Bummer, I just bought that from the blueprint shop. Runeburn includes the legendary gear blueprints Fire Rune Boots, Blackstone Hood, Blackstone Jacket, and Blackstone Shoes. That's a great one, especially if you're playing on Way of Winter. The Blackstones are really good elemental damage, status damage, but they also give you elemental resist. Hot and cold resist, so they help you survive in those zones. All right, new scenario. It says new scenario Harvester's Market, but what they mean is a new area, because that's not a new scenario. To make trading more convenient, we are introducing Harvester's Market to Manibus, Evolution's Call, and the Way of Winter scenarios. Additionally, the new solar power vending machine formula will be added to the vending machine mimetics. So that's a big part. This vending machine that you make in this designated trade zone will not require power. It will power itself. Solar power vending machines can only be built in the designated areas of Harvester's Market, which are limited to 1 player. They may change that down the line if they find that the server load isn't too dramatic, but as of right now, it is limited to 1 player. Vending machines now also have refrigeration functions of fridges, so they can keep your food fresher for longer, which is pretty big. So, I mean, this is pretty good. I'm looking forward to this, because it's nice. You can usually get most of the things you want. They're outside of Blackstone, but especially if you can fast travel to this area, which I really hope that they can, you can get around it by making a camp near there and fast travel to the camp. But if people are kind of not forced, but really incentivized by this free power, you don't have to drive your vehicle there. it's just easy to place a vending machine in this one spot that everybody is placing their vending machines, then you don't have to move around the map trying to find different offers that aren't like maybe advertised. You can just go to this one place and it's got everything. So that's pretty cool. All right, Stardust Chronicle. Players can navigate to Menu Stardust Chronicle to view all game modes available in the current scenario, along with their descriptions. Map navigation is also available for certain game modes, making it easier for players to locate and access them quickly. And here they've got a little screenshot of what that looks like. Now, this new event, one of the things I'm also really excited for, probably the second most excited for, Spectral Hunt. An exclusive Visional Wheel Season 0 Lunar Oracle event is on its way. Event period from March 12th after update to May 7th. During Lunar Oracles, morphic deviants that resemble players will appear in settlements across the wilderness. These deviants, known as Lunarspawn, will assume the appearance and absorb the abilities of any player they kill. Lunarspawn grows stronger with each player they kill. Players must work together to hunt Lunarspawn and fill the progress bar, unlocking Lunar Whispers, themed cosmetics like name cards and eyewear, and many other rewards. For details, they've got a link in the article here. So, I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't look like they're clarifying. If you get more rewards as these Lunarspawn get stronger, because I've heard people talking about maybe trying to feed them with kills and then kill them to try to get more rewards. And doesn't seem that that's confirmed or not. We'll find out tonight. But I mean, you kill somebody using the if the deviant kills somebody who's using a really strong weapon like the crossbow, or using a pyro dino deviant, because I don't know if they mentioned it in here, but I mean, they said earlier that these Lunarspawn can use deviants as well, deviations. So like you'd get just destroyed by somebody, a Lunarspawn that's able to use pyro dino. Ugh, gonna be really hard. You're gonna have to team up probably to kill these things and not keep feeding them. So I'm excited about it. Sounds like it's gonna be really fun. All right, we've also updated the duration of Visional Wheel Season 0 and adjusted the ending times of some events. All right, they've got some new shop arrivals. You can have a look here at what they look like. Pretty cool. And we've got another one for your base, which if you are a workout enthusiast, you're going to probably need to get this, because I gotta say, I'm not too huge on base cosmetics, but this is a really nice one. All right. Optimizations, Hive systems. Number 1, added the private Hive feature. If you enable this feature, your Hive will not be searchable by others. This option is disabled by default and can be changed by the Hive leader in the settings. Number 2, added the option for Hive members to invite new members. When enabled, non-leader Hive members can invite friends to join the Hive without the leader's approval. This option is disabled by default and can be changed by the Hive leader in the settings. Events. Added a batch redemption feature to the Astral Duelits long-term event. Players can now redeem supplies in bulk. Journey system. During this maintenance, we will optimize the journey system by merging the location of scenario challenges and commissions and simplifying the scenario challenge hierarchy. This is designed to help new players adapt more quickly to exploration, combat, and construction. Changes will be made to the structure of journey tasks and how rewards are issued, which may affect your current task and reward progress. Due to this, additional compensation will be included with the maintenance compensation. And they've got screenshots here of how that's going to look. All right, this is a new one, Deviations. Improved the effective range of lighting on deviations. Okay, deviations can now receive light from a 2-story vertical range. Changed the acquisition methods of certain deviations as per the following table. And I'm not going to read through all of these. I'm going to kind of skip around. But some of these, I'm not sure if it's going to be good or bad. Festering Gel looks like it's unchanged. That's probably my favorite combat deviation just because I love being able to heal myself, and it takes care of sanity, blocks damage sometimes. Electric Eel, so you still get it from fishing, but you get a 1 purchase per character from the fishing trader, so that's cool. Buzzy Bee, obtained from open world, exploration, and securement silo buy. Pup Buddy, players have a chance to obtain from defeating Eid. I think you used to be able to get it from deviations that were floating on balloons, so I don't know if that's going to make it harder to obtain randomly or open world, but more importantly, you can purchase it from the Grey Water Camp Trader, limited 1 time per character. Deviation level is only 1/1, but if you haven't gotten it yet, you can at least get it now pretty easily, and that's going to be nice. Let's see. Fetch-a-Lot Bunny, output from domesticated rabbits, so the ones that you raise in your base. That is new, I think. I don't recall that being the case. Logging Beaver, still open world, and 1-time purchase from Deadsville Trader. That's nice. Digby, Silver Ore is still the main way. Obtain, on first collection of Tin Ore. So new players are going to get a Digby like real early on. That's nice. Harvest Seed, no change. Mr. Wish doesn't look like it changed. Oh, Lethal Rabbit, no longer obtainable from skinning rabbits, it looks like. You get it from Securement Silo Sigma now. Hidden level battle rewards. So I assume that means the seepage zones. But yeah, you don't have to run around skinning rabbits forever now. So that seems like an improvement. Hug in a Bowl, chance to obtain from cooking. Grumpy Bulb, chance of mutation from planting onions. Dreamcatcher, no change. Chephosaurus is Silo 5 seepage zone. Pyrodino, same thing. So those look like they're the same. H37 is Silo Alpha. I think that's the same thing. Dr. Teddy, open world exploration, and Theta. Polar Jelly, Cargo yeah, that's the same. Let's see. Space Turner, I think you used to be able to get from certain rewards, but they're saying for sure Silo EX1 now. Let's see what else hasn't changed. Grosh Room. Players can purchase it 1 time. That's nice from Myers Market. Let's see. Anything else? Artisan's Touch. Tall Grass Inn Trader. That's a nice one. You can purchase, let's see, Shattered Maiden, you can purchase from the Blackfell Trader. Is there any other big ones here? Doesn't look like there's too many big ones. Yeah, that looks like it's about it. If there's anything you're interested in seeing, you can always pause and read them on screen there. Hopefully I didn't skip any ones that you were really interested in there. Point 3, increase the maximum stack size for deviation output. Number 4, improved the display of deviations obtained from loot crates. Deviations owned by the player will now be prioritized for display to ensure players don't miss their drops. Wilderness. Number 1, added a new setting options to toggle the slow motion camera when fishing. Number 2, optimize the visual effects for area where fishing is not allowed. That's going to be pretty huge. Fishing was so frustrating for me when I started out, especially trying to do it in the lava, because I would have it right in the middle of this is supposed to be a fishable area, but you just had to keep moving it around until finally it turned green. So that should be nice for new players. Vehicles. Number 1, improved the rules for parking vehicles in player settlements. Large vehicles can no longer park in player strongholds in neutral areas. They must leave the stronghold within 15 seconds or be forcibly recalled. Wow. Vehicles of all types can no longer park in trading zones. They must leave the stronghold within 15 seconds or be forcibly recalled. So yeah, this is like the big part for the designated trade area. They were saying all of the vehicles with the vending machines and stuff parked outside of Blackfell in certain areas were making it super laggy in those areas. Seems like a pretty dramatic 15 seconds seems real short, but yeah, this should hopefully help with some lag. Plus, you don't have to drive your stuff places. So, improve the protection that vehicles offer players. Some builds can no longer damage vehicle passengers when attacking vehicles. Number 3, optimize the physics of collisions between railroads and vehicles. Vehicles can now cross railroads more smoothly. Guidance. Number 1, added a new location guidance effect for mimics. When a mimic is nearby, Butterfly's emissary will fly toward its location, guiding you to the hidden mimic. Number 2, move the whisper feature to the function wheel. You can now long press tab to call up the function wheel and leave a whisper. Crafting a whisper item is no longer necessary, and the corresponding formula has been removed. That's nice. It was very confusing when I was starting out, not very intuitive. That should hopefully help some players now. All references to season in the text have now changed to scenario. For example, season signup is now scenario signup. Number 2, optimize the performance when talking to Mitsuko in Victor Hammett's hut. Bug fixes, cosmetics. Number 1, fixed an issue where hidden fashion items would become visible again after the player switched armor. Number 2, fixed an issue where the player character would float when crouching while wearing high-heeled shoes. Wilderness fixed an issue where during a monster attack, other players would also trigger a monster attack when gathering water. Trade. Number 1, fixed an issue where some mimetic specialization memory fragments could not be listed for sale on the vending machine. Number 2, fix an issue where the vending machine's advertisement was not displayed correctly. Vehicles. Fix an issue where the suspension of Pyroglide vehicle skin was lower than that of the original skin. Combat. Fix an issue where the weapon nickname was not displayed when the player was defeated by another player. Other, fixed an issue where tips would be incorrectly shown when creating equipment presets in certain language. And that is it. Thanks so much for watching. Please check out my Burn versus Critical Surge build tournament video on screen now. Thanks.